What's up, everybody? SI's back. I just want to talk about Superman real quick. Saw the movie over the weekend, and I loved it, man. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But you can check my review up here. But yeah, I kind of want to talk about just what makes this a great starting point for the new DCU. I was excited going in with James Gunn directing and being in charge of the new DCU and his vision, and I was not disappointed from this. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed him as directing the Guardians of the Galaxy. I thoroughly enjoyed Peacemaker season 1. I really liked Creature Commandos. I was like disappointed when that season ended. I'm like looking forward to some more, and for him to start off with directing Superman, it's one of those things you're like, well, this is the big one. Like, you gotta kind of nail this like right off the bat. And they did a good job, and they did it by really leaning into the fact that this is a comic book movie. And I think that's something James Gunn did very well with Guardians of the Galaxy, and he really did it well here. And he really stayed true to the characters, and I think that has a lot to do with the fact that they included a lot of creators. I know they've done that before, but it seems like they really listen to the creators and comic book writers. Just the way the characters are portrayed on the screen, and not just Superman, but Lex and Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner and Lois Lane and everybody. They just do such a good job overall bringing those characters to life, and that is something that I wasn't sure about, like going in, like David Cornsweet. I really didn't know too much about him, and I was like, like, how is he going to be a Superman? But yeah, I feel like he's probably like my second big screen Superman, second favorite big screen Superman, like just behind Christopher Reeves. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy Henry Cavill. I think Brandon Routh's portrayal of Superman is very underrated. It's not his fault that movie sucked. Like, he did a great job as Superman. I think he did a great job as Clark. And again, I think Henry Cavill was a great Superman. I was disappointed to learn that he wasn't going to be Superman anymore. But David Cornsweet really does a good job of capturing the essence of Superman and not leaning too much into like the Jesus complex that they have a lot of times. And what makes him Superman isn't just the fact that he's a superhero. I mean, not that he can just fly and he has super strength and all these other things. It's, his belief in humanity and his striving to be the best he can be every day. Like, he understands he's not perfect and that he wants to be better every day. And that's like something that is very relatable and is very inspiring. And I think that's what inspires the people in the comics, right? Like, that's why he's the greatest hero, and why people like look up to him and cheer for him. It's not just because he can fly and he saves people. It's because of his humility and his desire and his showing to want to be better and make everyone around him better. So I think that's like something that was kind of missing a little bit with the Henry Cavill Superman. I think that was something a little bit that was definitely missing with Brandon Routh, and I think that was something missing like in the last few Superman movies. And that this like reignites again. Like, this reminds me of this first Superman movie of like how Superman was. And I think that's what David Cornsweet does a good job of doing that in this movie. And then the rest of the cast as well. Like, Nicholas Hoult as Lex, he did a great job of bringing Lex to life and what makes Lex such a dangerous villain to Superman, and why he lacks the ability to really get what makes Superman Superman, right? Like, his jealousy of Superman is consuming him, and he doesn't understand why people gravitate to Superman, and he just doesn't get it. He can't fathom it. It's outside of his concept, and I think that's what really frustrates him when he's dealing with Superman. And they show that in the movie. They kind of lay it out for you in the movie. And that's something that they've never really done before, in my opinion, when it comes to Lex, especially live action. So I think he did a great job. And then the rest of the cast as well, like Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl and Green Lantern and Lois. Like I said, they were all spot on portrayals. They capture the essence of those characters and who they are. And I'm like looking forward to seeing them all on the big screen again, or some of them on the small screen, because we'll see get Peacemaker in like a month. And I can't wait to see them on there. And then it's just, this is a comic book movie, and it really leads into the fact that it's a comic book movie. And I think that's what really sets this apart from other things, right? Like, I enjoy the Snyderverse stuff, you know. I didn't, well, except for Batman vs Superman. But other than that, like, I enjoyed Man of Steel. I enjoyed Justice League. I enjoyed the Snyder Cut, even though it was too long. But I still enjoyed it. But it was not, to me, it was almost like an Elseworlds kind of Superman, right? Like, especially Superman's portrayal, and really the DC universe overall. It was very dark. It was very gritty, and I get that the Batman is very dark and very gritty. But to me, DC isn't that way. It is more. It's well, recently not so much, but like it's always been like the lighter of the two big out of the big two, right? It's always been the more inspirational. It's been the brighter colors, brighter everything, like the feel of the comics, the coloring, everything, just the pages, just everything pops. And that was something that did not happen with the Snyderverse. And this is something that definitely happens in this movie. Like, it pops. Like, everything just pops. And I think that's something that is very good. It is definitely worth, and it's definitely what sets this up as, has me excited for what's to come. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do in the DCU. I'm looking forward to what James Gunn has them planned. And if this is any indication, the sky's the limit. So, if you saw it, let me know what you think. Are you excited for the DCU now? Are you still like not excited because of it's not Snyderverse, it's not this or that? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, peace.